Hey guys, Gadget Girl Kylie here, and welcome back to my Let's Play walkthrough of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. So, continuing exactly from where we left off, I actually had to stop the video because I was getting FPS issues on my capture software. Hopefully it is fixed now. Let's continue.
So then, she must have hacked hers like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just... wrong?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
I'm not so sure now. He's too confident for it to be him.
Hold on a second. I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say?
She's been sitting back and waiting for her moment.
There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What?
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting?
He'll allow it if it's more exciting.
Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
Huh? For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
It won't be boring, don't worry.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
The scene of the crime.
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
Again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands?
Well, something I said on an earlier episode is that, is Chihiro really a boy?
No way!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
A statement for anyone to live by.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Sakura. What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
Ew.
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this...
What is it?
Not
Am I right?
possible. It's not possible.
Am I right? Is she really a boy?
This girl is...
Is what?
is a boy!
I was right, guys! Yes!
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact. What?
Then the
You're
shock
joking,
comes
right?
in.
I wouldn't joke about this.
She knows. She's probably been mistaken for a boy many times.
Then it's really true?
Chihiro was a guy? Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
Then he was a cross-dresser? Oh, no, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting. Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting.
Monokuma is pleased.
Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
Interesting little interlude.
I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
Crossed my mind earlier.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room.
Because whoever did it didn't know she was
And the
really a
killer
boy.
could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating situation!
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
No, I don't think he is now.
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
No.
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
Yeah, exactly. He's too aloof about it all.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it.
Why would he do that, though?
And
Why would he
Byakuya,
try and put himself
when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you.
into the suspect seat?
And then again when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit.
Huh, finally.
I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Really?
Are you
Why?
fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say?
I don't know, is it some kind of test? Test for, I don't know, seeing how we all figure things out and stuff for the future if he does decide to commit a murder or something.
Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Ah, so Tako is ruled out, Byakuya is ruled out. They were my main two suspects. Who else is muscly enough to lift a dumbbell? Well, Sakura. Possibly Mondo, because he's in a tough biker gang. I don't know, the other guy, Justice guy, I can't remember his name. He's quite muscly.
I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
We're seriously gonna keep going?
I wouldn't say
Well,
him.
good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
He has no muscles at all by the looks of things.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility.
I don't think Sakura did it though.
Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Yeah, he's quite muscly, but he's all about justice and stuff. I don't think he could move. I don't think he could kill anyone, or not at this point in time, anyway.
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Yep.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
He's enjoying this way too much.
I got it!
The killer is definitely a guy. Yeah, definitely a guy. Another non-stop debate.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer. And it's not like they're just gonna
missed
turn
it.
themselves in. Game over, man. Game over.
Let's try that again.
Isn't there a single clue? Well, clues are... Did nobody get a look? I'm sure if someone saw the killer, perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Yeah. All we need right now is it's over. You want to know
who saw the victim? The killer. And only the
I refute it.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Yep.
Now
I remember.
that you mention it, yes. I did see him.
Huh? Really?
Sorry about that, guys. FPS issues again.
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
And we're back again. Finally, I should have fixed the FPS issues now. Oh, sorry about this, guys. So annoying.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
Which means the evidence was disposed of.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
In a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
but Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
That's the most likely explanation.
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much.
Oh, hang on. I think it's Mondo. Because Mondo was the one who said, I'll protect you and not let anything happen to you. And Chihiro believed him, so wouldn't she have some kind of, like, trust with him then?
Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
Oh, what a marvelous friendship! The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
Come on, Kyoko. She's so awesome. She's one of my favorite characters.
You know who the killer is.
Seriously?
Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on two pieces of evidence that we don't have?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we have the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Exactly.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say. But fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Really?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
It was blue. I remember that much.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
No, that's wrong! Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said...
Yeah, she didn't say it was blue, did she? She told us it was blue.
she never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
Boom! Yay! I finally guessed it was Mondo.
What are you? You just...
Hey, Celeste. What color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Exactly.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I just...
Oh, it's Mondo!
I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died! That's the only possibility! Cherry?
Chihiro's nickname is
talking
now
about
Cherry,
Chihiro?
apparently.
So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night.
He's panicking now.
He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony, when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
Oh, Mondo's next to you, so why are you pointing forward?
But why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
The way he was talking, I guess?
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chicks. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude.
I didn't even notice that, actually.
Once
Very
I picked up
interesting.
on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You noticed such a tiny detail?
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Boom! Kick to the nutters.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone!
Of course he's gonna deny it.
You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah! He would never do something like that! This is a false accusation!
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come.
Oh yeah, because he said he knows something.
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Actually, you know, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Come on, spit it out, even if it's the tiniest
Jeez,
thing.
does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, then... Here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
Chihiro?
I got it!
Chihiro's was missing at the
We know
at the scene of
Chihiro's
the
handbook was
crime.
missing
Cream?
from the scene of the crime, right?
Scene of the cream. Oh dear. Death by cream.
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
Will Monokuma speak up now?
You're right. They're not.
Can't even speak now after the cream incident. I've shamed myself.
They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
If they're waterproof and shock resistant, are they steam resistant? Because Mondo went into the sauna room, didn't he, with the other dude, and also he might have gone back, I wonder.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall.
Oh, Celeste, sticking the knife in.
For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
Hitting its weak point, Monokuma mentioned that before, that it does have
You
one
already
weak
told
point.
us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
You remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness.
Exactly.
You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
Huh? You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
Oh, I love her. She's awesome.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
I was right! The sauna room! The steam room.
I flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, 'cause I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Wow, interesting. I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Yep.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
Yeah, it was when they had that battle, that manly battle. Mondo and the other guy, whose name I keep forgetting, the guy in white who's always on about justice and you're late, him. They had that, you know, they stayed up, didn't they, in the sauna room? I bet you that's it.
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I do.
I might know someone who did.
Whoa, seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Yep, exactly, which was Mondo. Because it was Kiyotaka and Mondo who had that manly war in the sauna.
Here's my answer. Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
Boom! Okay guys, time to stop this episode. It has gone on long enough now. It's probably almost like 50 minutes long or something. So don't forget to like, comment, favourite and share the video. The next episode will continue straight on from this one. And hopefully we have discovered that Mondo is the Blackened and we shall see the execution! Cheers for watching guys and take it easy.